New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today is day number 1 of our personal growth, personal development month. We're doing this all in November, every day at 9 a.m. Arizona time, which is my time. I am publishing a short video that's either going to have tips and tricks on how to help you with balancing out your personal life as far as personal growth, personal development. I'm also going to have videos that are going to have tools that you can use, coaching tools that you can use to help with that as well. So definitely make sure, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified when new videos become available. Come back every day for the month of November for those videos at 9 a.m. in the morning. But then also next month, we'll be doing another area on the Balanced Life Wheel. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So today I'm going to actually talk to you about the one thing that we spend every day and we never get it back. We never get it back. And can you guess what that is? If you read the title of this video, you probably know, but the number one thing that we spend every day and we never get back is time. That is the most valuable asset that we have in our lives. Of course, there's money and there's success and there's all kinds of other things, but time is the one thing that we spend every day that we never get back. Time is the one thing that we have limited in our life. We all have a set amount of time that we're here, and that's it. So time is super, super, super valuable. I like to look at time especially when I'm working with clients. I like to look at time as how are you getting a return on your investment, ROI. So through the video, if I say ROI, that's what I'm talking about, a return on your investment. Your investment is your time. What kind of return are you getting on that? That's what we're going to talk about today in today's quick, short video, talking about how to better manage your time and get a return on your investment. So there is one thing that I don't know a single coach, a single life coach out there or manager or anybody else that would not recommend this tool for helping you to get a return on your investment when you're investing your time. And that number one thing that you can do every single day, you are going to not be surprised when I say this, but it is to schedule your day. Plan your day. Plan your day. Number one, plan it either the night before you go to bed, especially if you are the kind of person that sleeps and you have a hard time sleeping because you worry about things. Well, if you plan your day in advance the night before you go to bed, it's kind of like the data dump where you're dumping all your information into your journey journal. Journey journal is simply a notebook that you can get where you just kind of record how you're going throughout your day, or you journal about things, or you've got different activities you're working on. When you're working with me as a client or in one of my master classes, which I will link all of that up down below if you're curious about that. But if you're working with me in one of my master classes or as a client, I highly, highly recommend you do a journey journal. Of course, every action you take when you're in coaching or when you're taking online classes or doing anything like that, that's up to you. That's your decision. But I highly recommend a journey journal. It documents your journey. It shows you where you came from and what you're doing to get to the next level. It shows you your journey. It's something that you can look back on and replicate for yourself if you're trying to help others and mentor others. Journey journal is just super valuable and highly recommended. And so I highly recommend that you have a journey journal. In your journey journal, you can plan your day. So if you are like me, where you sit there and sometimes it's harder to go to sleep because you're thinking about all the stuff that's going on the next day or that has to be done, especially, a lot of us are very busy people, right? So you've got a ton of things going on. If you're like me, where you're sitting there and for the first hour when you go to bed, sometimes you just need to sit there and start to plan out and think about it. Don't do that, or you can choose to continue to do that. But if you want to make it easier, get a better return on your investment of time, then sit down 30 minutes before bed. Plan your day. Plan your day for tomorrow. Look at your schedules. Make sure you know everything that's going on. Make sure you have everything planned out. If you're planning your day the night before you go to bed, you're taking the worry off your mind, your subconscious. You're able to better sleep and easier. just like the data dump. We've talked about that in other videos, and I'm sure we'll talk about that in videos to come. Today is about time management and getting that return. I don't want to waste your time. So I'm going to talk to you specifically about planning your day. So if you are that kind of person where you do have, hard time sleeping because you can't, you got to make sure that you got all your P's and Q's and your I's dotted and your T's crossed, plan your day the night before, 30 minutes before bed, put your mind at ease. You'll find it will help you with amazing amount of better sleep and higher quality sleep. That goes under health, which is a different month that we're going to talk about it, but it will help. Secondly, if you're the kind of person that gets up really, really early in the morning and you're perfectly fine with just planning it's part of your routine, then just plan your routine or plan your day in the morning. That's fine. The thing that people will struggle with is planning your day out. And what I've noticed with working with clients is it's hard to sit there and look at your day and understand what you should be doing every hour of the day. Some people like to block out their time, which is perfectly fine. I've done blocking. I've done planning out by the hour. It's completely up to you how you want to do it, but you definitely have to have a time as to when you're going to do certain aspects of your day. Then the second piece of time or planning out your day that many people struggle with is making sure that they're putting the realistic amount of time that it's going to take to do something. A lot of times we are not realistic with how long it's going to take to do a project. So if you've got a big project and you want to start working at chipping away of it, maybe you might plan an hour to work on chipping away at that project, but make sure you set your timer, your alarm, and have your alarm go off after that hour so that you can be like, okay, I got to get my next thing on my list to do. So those are the kind of things that you want to keep in mind when you're planning your day. Also, another thing that I've seen people struggle with when they're planning their day is moving their to-do list over to their plan and making sure that their plan has specific items on there that are money-making items or the specific things that are going to help you towards your success, whatever your success plan is, right? So you need to make sure that there's a good balance on your schedule. The last thing I'm going to say when I'm talking about your schedule is make sure that you keep in mind the balanced life and that all aspects should be covered on your calendar. It may not be the same day. Maybe you don't have time today to do something fun or recreationally, but tomorrow, maybe you have time to do like a 2-hour spa day for yourself where you can just use your products at home and do a spa day. Then you can put that as to tomorrow. Know that that's going to be for the week. Maybe you might not have time today to organize your desk and declutter your desk as far as creating a better, more successful environment for you to work in. Maybe you might not have time for that today, but 2 days down the road, you actually have open spot to put that in there. Put it in there. You're balancing out. You may not be able to do something every day, but you're finding a balance and you're making sure that you're keeping in mind that balanced life wheel. Now, if you haven't checked out my video on the balanced life wheel, I'll link it up down below. Definitely check it out. You want to make sure that you're understanding what we're talking about when we talk about all of these aspects, and it'll better help you to, and you can even do your own balanced life wheel so you can get started on that as well. So that is kind of the tips I'm going to give you as far as planning out your day. Then the final step, and make sure that you've got I believe I covered this, but I'm going to say it again. Make sure you've got your goals included in your plan. So you've got the aspects of balancing out your life, all different 8 areas, and then also your goals, your long-term goals, your short-term goals, and make sure you're being realistic. The last thing I'm going to say about planning out your day is this is kind of how I plan out my day. So I write out a to-do list that I have for the week, and then I take from that to-do list for the week and I put my day in my journey journal. I write it out by the hour. I find it's more helpful for me just to keep it on an hourly basis or a 2-hour basis, that kind of thing. And then I just kind of work through it. So when I wake up in the morning at 5 a.m., that is mom's morning routine. That is my time to just center myself, find my game plan for the day, make sure that I'm good to go. check my calendar, make sure that my calendar is correct, make sure I have everything updated, and because I usually do it the night before, and then just get ready for the day. Then from 6 to 7, I usually work. And then 7 to 8, I usually work. And then 9 or 8 o'clock in the morning, that's Bella's morning routine. That's when I get her breakfast fed. That's when we sit down and chat about the day. That's when we get, I set her up for her day. Even at 3 years old, I have her understanding the concept of planning her day. So when we do our morning routine, Bella sits down and I say, this is what's on the schedule for today. And what would you like to do in this area? What would you like to do in this area? That way she has some decision-making, problem-solving time in there as well. She gets her independent play. She gets her preschool, which she does at home because I am homeschooling her. And she gets all of that. And she feels like she's part of planning her day. So her day isn't just decided for her. She gets to help plan it out. Now, of course, the specifics that always happen every day have to continue to happen because I think that creates security for the kids, and she really seems to appreciate it. But as far as the add-ons and the things like that, she gets to help decide what we're doing for those days, and it seems to really help. We're having a conversation, and she is learning that mommy trusts in her to help me decide what next steps for her, and she's learning. There's a level of trust that's being built, and we're bonding, which is great. All right, then I go on to the rest of my day. I got calls at 10. I got coaching business. I do from 11 to 2, and then I'm doing lunch in there, and I've got the lunch planned out and the nap planned out over here, and of course, and then I do power hour cleaning because, of course, my environment needs to be good. So then I've got whatever classes she has that night. I've got that put into the schedule because she does 4 classes a week. And that's out and about with other kids so that she's getting her socializing time. Dinner is a certain time every day. And then I always include family time in the evening. And that family time can sometimes be, like from 5 to 8, or it could be from 6 to 8 because I didn't get something done during the day that needed to be done. Or, there is adaptable time in there, but it's all about having that balance. And that's how I can feel really good about my day because I know my day has all that I need to get a return on my investment, but it also has a balance, and I can go ahead and just work off of that schedule. And of course, there may be times where I have to adapt different things because life just happens, and that's just part of being able to manage your time, is just adapting to when things come up. And then, just make sure that your next day has got what needs to be made up, and then going forward, and you've got everything in balance, and you will find great success. You also find that you will feel really good inside because you're going to start to see a return on your investment. And I think that's super important. When it comes to time, it's all about getting that return on your investment. Now, maybe like when I do family time from 5 to 8 in the evening, or whatever time I do it in the evening, that return on my investment is my balanced life. I have a life balance with my family, so I'm spending time with them, right? So that you got to figure out what's important to you. That's a whole other conversation, and that's a whole other, coaching tool where you sit down and you talk about, hey, these are important to me and I need to see a return on investment in these areas. And these are the kind of things that you sit down and you chat with. How do I get this? And so that is a whole different conversation, but just try it. Try planning out your day. Try seeing how you're going to get your return on your investment. Even open up a new page in your journey journal and say, I need a return on these areas in my life. I need a return on this time investment, and this is how this looks. And that's really what it's all about, making sure that you're getting that in your day. That's it for today's video. Real straight and simple. My challenge to you is to plan your day for the next 30 days and see how things change. Now, you're going to have days where it just blows up and you're like, wow, I didn't get anything done. But remember, you can always move things to tomorrow. And so just try it, give it a shot and see how it works for you. Plan your day out for the next 30 days and see if you start to see a better return on your investment. You might be surprised. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield. Again, If you are interested in our master classes that we're starting in January, check out, or individual coaching. If I have openings available, I have limited openings available. Check those out all at my Facebook page down below, where you can book, or you can go ahead and reserve your spot for one of those master classes. Also, make sure you're registered for make sure you've entered the giveaway for our masterclass giveaway, where I'll be giving away multiple masterclasses access over the next few months, so that you may get a chance to come and do one of those master classes for free. You never know. So definitely get your entry in on the giveaway down below. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like paranormal mystery and romance, you can check out my books on Amazon. They're linked up down below as well. And thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you all real soon. Bye.